How's it going, ladies and gents? This is Kid Fox, and this is pretty crazy right now, right? A non-stream video on this channel, but I just thought I'd get this little rant out of the way because I think it would make me feel a little bit better after a really shitty day that I had at work today. That's pretty much been my breaking point and has now motivated me to seek out applications from other places, which I will be doing soon, while I'm waiting for this duty to commence. I'm not going to say where I work, but let's just say I work at a grocery store. And me and my friend, we basically are not exactly our job, because we're courtesy clerks technically, and our main thing is to bag, but what we've come to be accepted as doing is getting carts from the lot and bringing them inside, right? And also, small little something here for those of you who those of you who go to grocery stores. I would assume all of you, that's how you live. For those of you who take the cart and put it in the foyer, not where the carts are, or you bring it out to the lot and you put it up against the curb instead of putting it in one of the corrals, please stop that. It's incredibly annoying and makes my job way harder, and only works to piss people off just so you don't have to walk 10 extra feet. So please stop that if you're the person who does that. So anyway, me and my friend, we do lot, as it's called, but we get carts from the lot and bring them inside, and I think we're pretty good at it. I mean, there's like one person there who's probably better at it than us, but for the most part, I'd say that we're in the upper echelon of people who can get carts in really quickly, and a lot of carts at that, so long as it's not insanely hot outside, which as of late it has been. So yeah, if this was winter, we'd have no trouble whatsoever. But yeah, I'd say we're pretty good at it. But sometimes we do need to come inside, like say if it's raining, or again if it's really hot, or if we need to get water, if we need to go to the restroom, or sometimes we both go inside of the foyer because our grocery store, being as brilliant as it is, when it moved to its new location, basically before, when you would push carts in, you would push them up against a railing, right? And then you would put carts behind those carts and then just make rows that way. So all you had to worry about was pushing carts in from the back of the other carts. Well, now that railing's gone, so not only do you have to worry about the back, but you also have to worry about the front when it comes to the row, since there's nothing to push it up against. So now when you're trying to push carts forward, because now we have to push them up constantly because they get incredibly uneven, because again there's no railing, so now there's two sides we have to take into account. They go all weird, like they'll go to the side, they roll wherever they want, basically. So we need two people, one person to make sure it's going the right way, and one person to push it. And that can take upwards to like a minute sometimes. And so I find out that they want us to come inside and bag. And I think, well, this really sucks, because now there are going to be no carts in the lot. But I mean, I can kind of understand it. It's a really busy Sunday. And I'll keep talking during this dungeon. It's a really busy Sunday, the busiest day of the week for grocery stores. I can understand why they would need baggers, right? It sucks. I wish they'd brought in more people that day, but it is what it is. We'll go back out later. So about an hour in, I go up to one of the floor managers and say, hey, can I go back out on carts now? It's probably looking like shit out there. And actually, my friend that I do carts with went outside and confirmed, yes, it did look completely awful out there, because they got one person out there instead of the two that they previously had. And, nothing exactly against that one person, but they're not amazing at doing a lot, which you need to be if you're going to solo lot on a Sunday. And he said, oh, well, I was told by management to keep you guys inside. So it's not just that they need baggers, it's that we specifically needed to come inside. I'm just sitting here thinking, okay, did I do something wrong? No, but did they think I did something wrong? So I waited a while, and then I went to another floor manager, one who I, talk to quite a lot and feel comfortable talking to and being honest with. And I just walked up to him, I'm like, lot looks awful out there. We need people outside. Can I go outside? And he basically explained to me that the reason why me and my friend had to come in was because the manager of the store, and this is where it gets incredibly ridiculous, he looked out the window, and because he didn't see anyone on lot, he assumed we weren't doing our job. Ignore, for a minute, the numerous explanations as to why that could be. Again, maybe we were inside of the foyer pushing the carts up. Maybe I was getting water and he was going to the bathroom. Maybe I was going to the bathroom and he was on his lunch, which is actually what happened. He went on his lunch, and so I went in to use the bathroom because, again, doing carts all day, manual work out in the summer heat, whether it's overcast or not, summer heat, you need to drink a lot of water so you don't pass out. So I was drinking a lot of water, so I have to use the bathroom a fair bit. Not like every 5 minutes, but I still have to use the bathroom a fair bit. And that is probably what happened when he saw that nobody was out on carts. And so because of that, he basically just assumed that I wasn't doing my job, which really pissed me off. Greatly pissed me off. Because me and my friend, we work our asses off there, sometimes probably more than we should. Sometimes I think we care a little bit more than we really should, considering how much we're getting paid, which, by the way, they say competitive salary. Bullshit. Maybe competitive for the lowest in the area. I guarantee you, I've seen this. Basically, every other part-time job in the area that I have seen pays more than where I work right now. And they say competitive salary. Again, I think that we work a little harder than we should and care a little bit more than we should sometimes. We work our asses off even when we're completely understaffed. A lot of the times we don't say what, honestly, I think we should, be honest with people. Sometimes I don't think that we say what we should because we know that we could get in trouble for it or whatever, or that it pisses some people off, but, we bite our tongues and we do our job. We do it without ever getting any sort of positive feedback, despite how good we do our job. And I think we actually do it very, very well. Hell, one time, I actually went in, and this just goes to show how much I give a shit about doing a lot, and how much apparently management does not give a shit about doing a lot. I went in, we basically have two sides of the lot, right? There's the main entrance side, and there's the pharmacy side. And the pharmacy side's much smaller, but yeah. Pharmacy side had 0. And main entrance side had about 5. And it was my job to clear a lot that night. So you can imagine how pissed off I am when I have to get every single cart from the lot and bring it inside by the time that I leave, which was like 4 hours from when I got there. But you know what? Without any help whatsoever, because, surprise, surprise, we were understaffed. I know, right? That never happens. I still cleared lot completely by myself within 3 hours, and I did not get even the slightest compliment from management. Even though it was entirely their fault that no one was out there doing carts when they should have been, because I had to bring them inside, because, oh, God forbid somebody has to wait for an extra 2 minutes so that, they can actually have carts to do their shopping. They had to bring everybody inside. Nobody could go out and do lot. Yeah, I did it. I bit my tongue. I didn't say anything about it except for once saying that I needed people, and they said that they couldn't spare anybody. And no compliments whatsoever. So today was pretty much the last straw for me, saying that I wasn't doing my job. That's just asinine. It's just completely asinine logic on their part. Oh, yes, I'm ready. Alright, so with that being said, I gotta focus on this boss. Thank you all for watching and listening to me rant. And like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. Dislike it if you dislike it. And I am out.